Hey y'all, welcome to the Flavor Fox. I'm here to put delicious looking recipes to the test so you don't have to. I'm your friend in the kitchen, just telling you like it is. So come on y'all, let's get cooking. You can find links to the recipe we're trying today, along with helpful ingredients and the kitchen stuff I use in the description of this video. Hey y'all, welcome to my kitchen. You know, when the weather starts heating up, it can get frustrating deciding on what to eat. You and your guests all want something delicious, but the thought of heating up the oven or the stove sounds stifling, and a grill is literally fire and smoke. No, thank you. A good solution for these situations are cool recipes that can be made on the spot with no heat or are even prepared early so there's no cooking and only visiting. That's why I chose today's recipe for a cool cucumber and strawberry salad. Doesn't that sound fantastic? I found this recipe on tastypleasure.com with the author listed as Isabella. The recipe has a couple of ideas for what to serve with it, like grilled chicken or pasta, but it looks great on its own too. It's also got some tips for customization, including doing your own variations with different sweetness, nuts, even cheeses if you like. The prep time and total time listed is 20 minutes. The ingredients are simple, with options right on the page for cheese or not, different fresh herbs to your taste, and nuts or seeds if desired. The dressing is even simpler, calling for only 3 ingredients, with options there too, depending on the flavors you like and the groceries you have on hand. Now the ingredients are listed as strawberries and cucumber that are sliced, but I can tell from the prep time right away that Isabella did not assume that we had a sous chef slicing these for us in advance. The very first step was to hull the strawberries. Now I've hulled peas before y'all, but never strawberries, so I definitely had to look that up. Apparently, hulling strawberries is removing the leaves and then coring the strawberry to remove the white part in the middle. It said that core can be bitter. Okay, I'll try it. So I started out hulling these strawberries, and y'all, it seemed completely unnecessary. I have eaten whole strawberries my entire life and never fussed about having them hulled. I also referred back to the image on the recipe, and looky here, they've got white in the middle, so these strawberries weren't hulled either. I'm just gonna say hulling here was removing the leaves. We sliced up 2 cups of these delicious looking strawberries. I don't think it matters what direction you slice them up or what size, just whatever you like. Next, we'll slice up 1 large cucumber. I was just showing here, I usually use English cucumbers that are packaged individually because the skin on them is really mild, not bitter like some cucumbers, and oftentimes they're even seedless. I don't think it matters what size or shape you slice them up here, just whatever you like. Now we'll make that really simple dressing in a smaller bowl. It said we could use lemon juice or balsamic vinegar. I chose lemon juice. So we'll do 2 tablespoons of that, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and 1 tablespoon of either honey or maple syrup. I chose honey. A little sprinkle of salt and pepper, and we'll whisk it all together. You can really see here how the lemon juice and olive oil emulsify into a proper salad dressing. At this point, I realized I'd forgotten to add fresh herbs. It's real life, y'all, and I totally missed a step, but it's a simple one, so no harm done. So I chopped up some fresh basil and added it to the large bowl. We had company over and I was in a hurry, so I forgot to change my camera angle and got my hand in the way here. But I'm adding half of the salad dressing per the instructions, reserving the other half for when we serve. So now I'm just going to toss it all together and put it in the fridge until we're ready. A little while later it was time to serve, so I poured the last half of that salad dressing on top. I served the almonds on the side just in case our guests didn't like almonds. I did my best to get a shot here of a picture of the recipe versus where I ended up, but you can see the recipe image is zoomed in considerably. But overall, it's a pretty good looking match. So, how did this one rate? On time. This recipe said it would take 20 minutes of prep time to pull it all together, and it could be served immediately or chilled in the refrigerator until ready to serve. Honestly, y'all, this one only took me 10 minutes, and I think it's because I didn't bother hulling all those strawberries. The instructions. These instructions could not have been simpler. The list of ingredients was short, and the recipe author was very thoughtful, providing alternative ingredients and accompaniments. The look. This dish looked better in person than on camera. I think the recipe image was super zoomed in and glossy, and they had super ripe strawberries that were really bright and beautiful cucumbers, making it look a bit nicer. But it came out bright and fresh in person, so I'm satisfied. The taste. Hubby and I, and our company, loved this dish. It was herby and fresh, and a little bit sour from the balsamic vinegar and lemon. Delicious. The final verdict. This dish is certified Foxy, y'all. For the first thing, it took less time than was listed on the recipe. Thank you to the author, Isabella, for including real cutting time in your recipe. Now, I chose not to hull those strawberries because I'm not fancy like that, but that's okay. I still appreciate your effort. I also appreciated the alternatives provided because after I made it with lemon juice, it was just too sour. But the addition of that balsamic was exactly what it needed. Hubby and our company gobbled this up after a hot day working outside. There was nothing left. I will definitely be making this again, and next time I'll probably use some of the alternatives that were suggested, like a little extra feta, maybe some walnuts, or even cubed chicken for an easy lunch. Don't y'all forget to check out the video description for links to this recipe, the ingredients, and even the kitchen stuff I use. I'm so glad we found something foxy for y'all today. Thanks for stopping by my kitchen. See y'all next time.